start with is the bottom hand. Okay? A lot of people believe that your top hand, I'm a right-handed hitter, so my right hand is going to be what generates my power. Now this is even, I've heard many different coaches saying, yeah, your top hand is your power hand. My idea is that your bottom hand's closest to the baseball, that's where you're generating, that's your power hand, your top hand, your guide hand. Okay? So when it comes to this bottom hand, what we're going to do every time I hit off the tee,
You guys can come back here too. It's a lot of it's cool to see it from this age so you can see what his hands are actually doing. You can stand there too, if the ball comes your way, just catch it.
anytime I hit off the tee as a player, I would always hear a coach, hit the inside part of the baseball, hit the inside part of the baseball. Okay, so how do I work it on that? It's harder when you're flipping. Okay, easy way to do it off the tee, right here. There's your inside part of the baseball for him, there's his outside part of the baseball. Okay? Put the ball on the tee like this, that's his aim. He wants to hit this inside lace of the baseball. Okay? If he hits this outside lace, that's when his hands are getting away from his body, creating a long loopy swing. That's when you'll see him roll over to the second base, first base side. Okay? On this drill, bottom hand comes down through the baseball, extends all the way through. One of the things that I always did in this drill is I still made sure that my routine was the same. Okay, my hand position was the same. So what I would do is I'd go through it like it's a regular size bat, put both hands up, okay, and then tuck whatever one I'm not using, either on your chest like he had it, I always put it in my armpit. Really, it's whatever the player feels most comfortable with. Okay? So he's going to go ahead and do a couple.
Are you letting him do that?
I mean, can he? There we go. I think he's going to rip off the ceiling.
You never know.
A lot of times, especially at these younger age levels, kids will get down on themselves about this drill. Okay? Because right away, they're not just going to start ripping them up the middle. The point of this drill is not to hit the baseball hard, okay? It's to work on your hand path, all right? So nice and relaxed through the baseball.
And we were talking a little bit today before we got in there, I said, what was your most beneficial drill? And he said top hand and bottom hand. And the reason why is because you get direct feedback on what hand is causing the problem in their swing. Usually it's not, both hands are bad. If they are, you should probably play tennis. But you can get direct feedback. We talk about the top hand or the bottom hand being the power hand, and I'll tell you what, I gave him lessons when he first started. He was more powerful with the right hand, but by the time lessons done, and the same thing with Fitz, 2 years later, they were twice as powerful with the other hand. I mean, they used to break those little kids' bats in half. So, one more. The routine stays the same, head stays still.
Holding his finish every time, making sure that back knee is straight to the pitcher, right? Switching to the top hand. Basically, this is your guide hand, okay? So when he comes through, it's basically a punch. It's basically a punch to the baseball, okay? Still working inside half of the baseball. A lot of times when you work off the tee, or you're hitting in the cages, the key is to hit everything up the middle the other way, okay? It's real easy to get in the cage and start ripping everything whole side. One more and then go high.
Yep.
All right, the next drill we're going to work on is going to be the high tee drill. Obviously.